And that's pretty much what Baja is all about for me. You know, we have the race truck here, we're out pre-running for the Baja and put the surfboards on the back from the Scorpion Bay Hotel and come down and just chill for a little bit. Break time from work, so to speak. And you know what we've been doing over a number of episodes is bringing you the BF Goodrich 50 Best of Baja. My name's Cameron Steele, and as you may have heard if you watched some of these shows, I've been off-road racing for 35 years. And for me, with the 50th anniversary of the Baja 1000, we wanted to do something different. So we got a group of so-called Baja know-it-alls together. And what they did is they put their list of their top 30 together, and from that we compiled them all together and came up with the top 50 rankings. And we've been running them down for you, and we've had some great people involved: Frank D'Angelo, Johnny Campbell, Jimmy Soanes, Bill Nichols, Kurt Leduc, myself, Ryan Thomas, and a number of other people. And really what it's come down to is sharing the stoke, the vibe, the personality of the peninsula. And now it's down to the final two spots. I don't want to ruin number one for you, but right now, number two on the BF Goodrich 50 Best of Baja is this place right here, San Juanico, AKA Scorpion Bay.
Welcome back to BF Goodrich's 50 Best of Baja. We're here in San Juanico, and in my eyes, it's definitely on the list. You've got good restaurants, good food, good people, and good surf. What else do you need?
What's up, Cameron and Chris Voorhees hanging out here in downtown San Juanico, and just a beautiful place on the Baja Peninsula. Not a lot of people get to travel here because, well, frankly, it's a little bit isolated, but all the people here have been congregating for years, starting with fishing, and now it's a big surfing community. So what we thought we'd do while we have a minute is take a look at what San Juanico is all about and catch the flavor and style.
We are in San Juanico, Baja, California, which is better known as Scorpion Bay. It's a sleepy little beach town. It's known for having one of the best right-hand point break waves in the world.
Scorpion Bay is a cool little town. You like traveling through the desert and you're thinking, is there going to be anyone out here? I'm pretty sure there's going to be no people here. Then all of a sudden you come up on this great surfing town, which is cool to see.
We had Jacko there with us, and he's from Australia, and he thinks it's kind of funny that everybody assumes he surfs because he comes from Australia.
Isn't surfing like the national pastime in Australia? I heard in Australia the government subsidizes people to surf.
You know, we really wanted to get him out there in the water, wanted to teach him how to surf, and we have world champion surfer Sonny Garcia, who doesn't really need much of an introduction, one of the best surfers in the world. He's been riding with us for a number of years, and so Sonny and I, we kind of got together and we're like, man, we really got to get Jacko out there. We want to teach him how to get him on a wave. He was a little bit scared, you know. He's a wild man and he can do things that people couldn't even dream of, but yet getting in the water was something that was super foreign to him and actually pretty scary.
We're gonna go right now. We're heading out to go surf Scorpion Bay. Second point. Should be a blast. Phew.
Hey Kate, can you do this for me? Can you run and try to slide? There we go. She's goofy, but okay, let's go do it. Pop off.
My first wave I caught, I looked down, I saw a school of a bunch of little blue fish, and it was beautiful.
So much fun because the wave never stops, it never crashes, it just keeps going forever. I kind of like it better here because I get to surf with all my friends and get to meet new people.
Best surf I've ever ridden. It's awesome, so much fun. It's real easy to catch, and you know, it's just fun to get on a longboard sometimes.
You know, all of us were catching a couple waves. You know, I caught a couple, Dodds caught a couple, and Sonny jumps up on a wave and he just makes it look so amazing, you know. We're out there just kind of fumbling around, and he showed why he was a past world champion. You know, he rode this thing, I don't even know, 200 plus yards probably, and just made it look amazing.
This is like an amazing experience. The whole town of San Juanico's come in, and we're basically providing hamburgers and chips and salads for them, and you can tell that, you know, people are just stoked on the vibe and appreciate everything. But we do this because we appreciate Baja, and we really want to give back to the local people in Baja as much as we can. So it's really fun to kind of come together with them in a community and share their culture.
You gotta admit, San Juanico is a pretty epic location. It's a different style, different vibe, right? I mean, some of it's historical, some of it's cultural. That is just pure fun. I mean, the locals love to high-five you, sharing waves with people that are visiting and people that live there. It's just got a good overall cultural vibe and fun. That is what Baja is all about, that pure stoke. Well, right now we're gonna move on to some history and some culture, because it's time for number one. You might have guessed it, right behind me is an epic mission located just 25 miles above Loreto. It was the second mission site ever founded, starting in 1699, and guess what? The BF Goodrich 50 Best of Baja number one is San Javier Mission.
The San Javier mission is one of the most spectacular missions in all of the Californias. It's absolutely my favorite. It was established in 1699. They moved the mission 5 miles south about 10 years later, and it was built between 1744 and 1758. It's absolutely stunning. Come check it out.
The San Javier mission is one of my top picks in the best of 50 for Baja. Besides the mission being here in San Javier, when you look around, it's surrounded by mountains. You come into the town and it looks like that's the only way in and that's the only way out, but it's not. This area is historic and the mission is pristine. It is my favorite place in Baja. It made the top of my list.
We're in here checking out all of the gold carvings and wood moldings. It's pretty spectacular. It was rumored that the Jesuits had gold leaf on all the moldings, and the King of Spain was trying to get gold back. And the Jesuits were supposed to bring it back to him, but somehow it never made it back. So it's possible, and there's theories that there's gold buried in Baja.
He's saying that the olive tree that is in the back here of the San Javier Mission, which is one of the attractions, he just wrote it down here for us, 317 years old. And he's also saying that it's big enough for all three of us, so we're not as big as the trunk.
Tú de California?
Sí, California, sí. He's lived here for 72 years, and all his life basically is what he said.
There's a spring.
There's a natural spring, and they can't have any more people live here because that's all that it can sustain. Water for the people, water for the plants. So I just look at these cliffs and I wonder, where did all the stone quarry, where did all the stone come from? Did they just knock it off the top and pick it up on the bottom? Pretty impressive. For 100 years they worked at it.
It's amazing that you can be out here in the middle of what feels like nowhere, and then there's this. It's pretty unbelievable.
He was telling me that the guy in the middle of the gold thing is Francisco Javier.
Francisco Javier, 1699 se fundó. 1699.
See? So he was one of the original Jesuit priests that helped kind of develop all this stuff. And so that's why he's there. He was made a saint later on, right?
Sí.
So basically they came here because of the water, the natural spring. And then they built all the aqueducts to bring the water in so they could do some farming and stuff like that. But they stopped here because they found water.
What an honor it has been to share the Baja Peninsula with you. Whether it's the north or the south, it's the people that make it magic. For me, it's about sharing the stove. I want to say thank you to everybody in the Desert Assassins production group and all the legends that got together and gave us their list so that we can compile it and make the 50 best for you. I also want to say thank you to BF Goodrich, who believed in a project that was a little bit strange, but so fun to shoot. I'm Cameron Steele saying see you later from Baja, California. This was the BF Goodrich 50 Best of Baja.
Hey, look, sweetie. Pancho found you shells on the beach. He wants you to take the bag of shells. Look at those ones, are beautiful.
So basically Pancho lives 55 miles from town, but he never leaves here. He's always super high five, always smiling. I've never seen him have a bad day. And he told me before he's lived here over 20 years.
¿Cómo sientes cuando llegamos un grupo como eso? I asked him how he feels when a group like this shows up.
Se me vuelve cambio.
It's a welcome change, and he loves us all. Viva Baja!
Viva Baja!